to the Gabfest.
It is us again.
And Alison, you had an interesting subject that you brought up.
Well, I don't know if it's... Well, okay, fine. So, on the way here, I was on the freeway. I was on the 101, to be specific. And a motorcycle rider was sort of weaving through the lanes. But beyond that, because I see that pretty often, the way in which he was riding the bike, I was pretty... like, wow, well, that's not typical. So he had one arm on his hip, right? And he was kind of like he had one arm, like, I don't know, on the handle, right? But it's like he was posing on his bike as he was riding it. And he had one leg just really, like, jetted out, like, hanging off the side, like, really the knee was poking east.
You didn't see
west. It was poking west.
You didn't see a car in front of him where somebody was filming out the back.
No, because he was going too fast. Like he was going through traffic. So he was not being videoed for any crazy reality show or anything like that. So anyway, it just got me thinking because LA is really a challenging place to ride a motorcycle just because you can be the greatest motorcycle rider. I mean, and truly, the greatest motorcycle rider. But it's because everyone is texting and driving.
And you're going to get in trouble. Well, I have direct experience with that. I used to ride a motorcycle.
Yes.
And in fact, I had several different types of motorcycle.
Okay.
And I've still got some scars on my knee.
Okay.
To prove it.
From drivers or from yourself?
The scar on my knee is actually from myself.
Okay.
I was up in the hills and I took a curve too fast.
Got it.
And but I also was riding in Beverly Hills, and a woman got in front of me, got confused as to whether she wanted to turn left or right, and so she slammed on her brakes. And on a motorcycle, you can't stop.
No, right.
That fast.
Right.
In that kind of situation, and I went right into the back of her car, and one or two things could have happened. I could have flipped over the motorcycle and landed on top or in front of her car, but instead I slid into
the windshield.
Where the handlebars come down and meet the bike.
Right.
And if you can imagine at 30 miles an hour, a man going in between those where the handlebars come down.
Right.
And where your legs are spread and you slam at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Into that.
No.
No.
So wait, did the bike crash into her car though?
The bike did crash into the back of her car. And
whose fault was it when insurance got involved?
It was her fault.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure of that. Okay.
Actually, the cops showed up, and one of them was a young cop who also rode a motorcycle in his spare time. And he treated me very well, and he wrote it up as her fault on there. But
that being said,
this being said, no, we're talking about motorcycles.
Yeah.
What about bicycle riders in Los Angeles?
Well, I don't see many on the freeway, so thank God for that.
Right, but I think that's even worse. Now, I have not ridden a bike in Los Angeles since I was a young kid, but I think that's even worse in many ways because you don't have any acceleration. Really,
well, that's true, right? Because you're not in like the proper flow of traffic, really.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
I don't know. Do we make more allowances? I mean, we talk about putting in more bicycle paths,
right?
Those kinds of things. But you were talking about the fact that people are still they're texting, they're on their cell phones. They're deciding at the last minute to make a right-hand turn.
Yeah.
Doing those kinds of things. So, do those things like bike lanes and things really help?
That's a very good question. I don't know if they do, at least here in LA. I mean, I really think LA is not the poster child for America when it comes to good drivers, just because I think that really people, I don't know, and it could be that it's everywhere now, just I'm not driving everywhere, so I'm here in LA, so
Right.
I can't compare it all. Obviously, New York is different because people are using public transportation a lot.
I don't know. My experience in driving for a long time leads me to believe you're only safe if you're driving a tank in this town.
Yeah, that actually might be true. But I know for a fact that guy was not riding his motorcycle like in proper form. I mean, come on, that's like,
of course, and
that can't be the smartest way to ride a bike.
No, because you need to be able to react very quickly.
And that's not gonna
on
if
a
you're
bike.
posing on your bike, you're not.
You're not going to be doing that.
Right.
Anybody out there ride a motorcycle, whether it's in LA or
even a bicycle,
bicycle, and or do you live in another town?
Yeah, tell us how traffic is.
Yeah, how is it for you? Is it better in other places? We'd really like to know.
Tell us.
Yes, and
Tell us.
we'll catch
see you
next time.
On the flip side, yes.
Bye for now.
Why they say that, I don't know. Okay.
I didn't say that. You said.
I know.